Yo, Black Lion. I've actually done multiple face reveals, dude. Donnie. Bro, big fan. Yo, what's up? My first face reveal was the Bleach waifu tier list. You guys need to go back and check that video out. Yo, how's everyone doing? Everyone excited for Bleach Rebirth of Souls on Friday? Got some pretty cool visuals coming out for the game. We've got the entire character roster here. 33 characters, character select screen. Dude, tell me Dangai Ichigo doesn't look absolutely cool there with this character slot. I'm in the UK. Yo. Yeah, man. Has anyone actually pre-ordered Rebirth of Souls? 2 days left to go, yeah. Way under 3 days. Let me just... I'm doing good. I've just wrapped up on a video where I break down and explain everything that you need to know about Rebirth of Souls. I know people are like confused about the Reishi Konpaku system, like how it works. It's not a traditional fighter where you like deplete your opponent's health and that's it, you've won. You've got to destroy those 9 Konpaku lives. So I've done a video where I break down everything that there is to know about the mechanics of Rebirth of Souls, talk about the strengths of each of the characters, like who's a good ranged fighter, who's good at speed, who's a close combat fighter. Like, so I've got everything covered in that video. That's gonna probably drop later tonight, tomorrow latest, so you'll know everything that there is to know about Rebirth of Souls before the video drops, before the game drops on Friday. So that'll be something worth checking out. Who am I maining? I don't know. I'm stuck between, I gotta see how they play, but I want to be Yoruichi and I want to be Urahara 100%. Like, I want to at least play them two, get a feel of how they are. If I don't like them, then I'll move over to see how Ichigo plays. But I'm gonna just be honest, I'm gonna play as characters who are like straight up 5 stars, like easy to play as. And then once I've got the hang of the game with those characters, then I'll try out more of the technical types, which are harder to play. I do think Rebirth of Souls is going to reward those who play with characters who require specific techniques, who are harder to play. It's going to reward, it's going to reward like long-term gameplay and investment. Pre-order the Ultimate Edition, yeah. Maining Aizen, can't deny, can't disagree with that decision. Rebirth of Souls, I've got like 2 copies because, like, I don't want to do or say anything too dodgy, but this place that I've ordered from, they usually like drop games like a day or 2 before release, so I could have my hands on the game maybe by Thursday, because Bandai wasn't reaching out to anyone. Like, anyone who I know who's a Bleach creator has not heard a single peep out of Bandai like to help promote this game. So any videos that we've done have literally just been off of our own back, because we're interested in the first Bleach game in 14 years. Bandai couldn't care less from my experience. So yeah, I've picked up 2 copies. I'm hoping I can get it at least a day early so that I can cover some like story mode content, release that video on the game on the day that the game releases, so that you've got at least some coverage from me for Rebirth of Souls. But if I don't get it until launch day, then content for Rebirth of Souls, I'll probably be dropping it on the weekend, I think. Where I go over like the story mode. Story mode's like 45 hours to 50 hours, I'm hearing, so it's a lot of story mode content. And then there's also the secret story, so where you go through the story mode with the perspectives of the different characters in the game. So if you've got Byakuya, you find out what he's doing during the Soul Society arc, while Ichigo was training to learn his Bankai. So the secret story mode is something that I'm going to invest a lot of time into. I'd love to do like separate videos on secret story mode with Rebirth of Souls, where I go over Byakuya story, Renji story. It'd be like a fun like what if or like alternative perspective on the story. Like, all of us know the Bleach story like the back of our hands. But I think that this game is doing an excellent job of making older fans who haven't seen or watched Bleach for years like learn about the story from the game, because they've gone in depth with the cutscenes. Yeah, the video I'm dropping also, I go over the specs for Rebirth of Souls. So I'll drop that video tonight or tomorrow. But I go over all of the game specs. So if you're playing it on PC, you'll know exactly the specs that you need. It is quite a system heavy game. Like you're gonna need a good system to play this game. So don't pre-order it if you need to upgrade your GPU or RAM. Um, hey Imran, I was banned from your server a year ago. Can you lift it? Dude, you're probably banned for a reason. Like my mods are very civil and they're very patient. If you've done something crazy, just DM like me or the mods. Yeah, and we'll look into it. Like we'll see what you were banned for initially. If you could add Sternritters, who would you add? So we got to think of this as like, who are some unique Sternritters with some unique abilities who I'd like to see. I think Baz B would work excellently in this game. Like his moveset would translate well into Rebirth of Souls. Characters who I think would have difficulty translating into this game. I feel like Aznod would be very difficult to put into this game. Another Sternritter who I think would work well and who I'd want to see in the game is Gremmy. I think Gremmy would be phenomenal in Rebirth of Souls. But again, I think the DLC for the game, I don't think they're going to add Sternritters. I think they're going to add captains, but they're variants from the Thousand Year Blood War arc. It doesn't make sense to add characters like the Quincy, especially if they've not gone over those parts of the story. Well, yeah, Thousand Year Blood War is confirmed as the first DLC. Like from what I read, they're doing like 4 characters from the Thousand Year Blood War arc as DLC. But again, it could be variants. It could be like, you better get the Steam version. I'm coming for that booty. I'm playing it on console, but if people really want to get their ass handed to them, I'll get it on Steam. It just depends on like where the demand is. If people want to get fully annihilated on Steam PC, I'll get the Steam version too. But initially, I'm going to be playing on PS5. I'm going to write down names, gamer tags. So like, join my Discord. I've got a Rebirth of Souls channel on there. I'll just show you. So yeah, share your player tag and platform if you want to fight me on stream. So yeah, if you've got the guts, if you want to play against me on stream, then just send me over your player tag and we'll make something happen. Am I playing Globku? Yeah, well, on that stream that we had, we agreed that we'd have at least a one-on-one and have that charity match. I agreed to the charity match with Afro, so we'll do that at least. That should be fun. I think with Afro, he plays like those Souls games, so he might be really good at this. I've seen him play Tekken. He wasn't that good at Tekken. I was a bit better. I think that I'm better than him at Tekken, but I don't know about Rebirth of Souls. He was saying on the stream that he's already played Rebirth of Souls for like 7 days. If he's got a 7-day advantage on me, then yeah, straight out of the gate, like he's already doing well. But I'm going to have to see how it goes with Rebirth of Souls. I'm going to practice it at least, play through the story mode, and then have a look at like making videos on combos, defense tricks. Once I've made content on it, then I'll be a bit more comfortable and I'll be ready to fight Afro and Globku if they want to fight. I know James will be up for a lot of streams, but he's going to get it on Steam PC. So I could potentially like play with him, but I'd have to buy the Steam version. All of y'all are gonna be Chad victims. You know, impressive. Imagine if I'm main Chad. You know, with Chad, you can't imagine the guy losing. What do you think in a 1v1 Ichigo and Jinwoo? I think it's Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. I've not seen Solo Leveling. Yeah, Bounty character. But what I was saying was, Rebirth of Souls is just shaping up to be such a sick game. I've been making so much content on it recently. Like I made that entire video going over all of the 33 characters, like an hour and 45 minutes. And now I've just made that video where I break down all of the mechanics and how the game works. And honestly, like it's easily for me the best Bleach game that's ever going to come out. Soul Resonance is its own separate story. That game I'm super excited for, but Rebirth of Souls is trying something very different. Soul Resonance I think is more story focused, and from the gameplay that I played from the alpha build like a year or two ago, Soul Resonance was amazing. Their attention to detail and the way that they've created some of the levels like the Soul Society, you can explore like a full open world and you can walk around the different districts, Karakura Town's also explorable. So I think it's a really great like RPG game or RPG-esque mobile game, Soul Resonance. The fighting mechanics are interesting, but Rebirth of Souls, I just want to focus on that for now. Soul Resonance will have its time, which I find weird because Soul Resonance, they're promoting the game while Rebirth of Souls is doing its promotion and the game is coming out. So I think some people are confused, like what's Soul Resonance, what's Rebirth of Souls, and you know, can we make a Bleach game without the word soul in it? Like, can we? Brave Souls, Soul Resurrection, like Soul is just a must-have when it comes to Bleach games. Maximilian Dude also said that he was going to check out Rebirth of Souls. Yeah, to be fair, if he does, I think it's going to be a plus for the game community. I think it's always great where people from the fighting game community get into anime games. If the anime game can break free from that initial like anime fan base and go into a broader fighting game fan base, I think that's the best situation. Like it happened with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ lasted for as long as it did because it won over the hearts of the fighting game community. It was a solid fighting game. I think Rebirth of Souls also has that potential to break into that fighting game community sphere. I don't think any of us should be gatekeeping newcomers coming into the game. With their 33 playable characters, each of them play very differently. And yeah, there's plenty of room for like newcomers and old fans to enjoy this game. Imagine 1000 Year Blood War Aizen. It'd be really cool. Yeah. All of us have been like kicking and screaming and like begging for a Bleach game, and we finally have it. Like, I hope all of you are pre-ordering this game. Like, I don't want anyone sat at the table, you know, without a copy of this game. You guys need to support Rebirth of Souls if we're going to have additional Bleach games. Bandai needs to see that this is like a viable franchise. Like, they need to see if like people are gonna, you know, put their money where their mouth is and they're going to want to play it, want to buy this game. If not, then I don't think we're gonna get a sequel. Like, Rebirth of Souls is most likely going to be like a one and done thing. Like, if you do not turn up and support this game, then yeah, this is it for Bleach, I think. Like, unless they, you know, want to give us a second chance. But 14 years between the last game and this game, so you can see that they really are testing the waters. 1000 Year Blood War arc has, you know, been one of the greatest anime comebacks of all time, and now they want to capitalize upon that with merch, with the game, with God knows what Kubo's teasing on Twitter as well now. Kubo and the Bleach anime Twitter page, like, what on earth are they teasing? Let me just try and find it. I initially thought that it was a live action announcement, but now I'm a bit doubtful whether if it actually is a live action or not. So this is the Bleach animation and Tyke Kubo's Twitter page, and yeah, they're teasing something special. They're teasing something big. So let's have a look here. So the first picture that Kubo posted was on the 15th of March. This made me think, yeah, Fanta x Bleach confirmed. Bleach is going to be on the cans of Fanta, on Fanta cans all over Japan, across the country. But some, you know, eagle-eyed viewers noted that it's hashtag Bleach_anime. And usually when they do these like collaborations, or if they're going to do like an exhibition, they don't usually include the Bleach_anime hashtag. So this was very surprising to have seen. And then following this, the conspiracy theorists really came out with this one, that this is where the Substitute Shinigami badge was like in this patch of like this muddy, like grassy thing here outside. I reacted to this and I thought, oh damn, please God, no, not a live action, please. Like, that's the last thing that we want. So yeah, please, not a live action. Oh God, please no, please no. And this is my reason for why I don't want a live action. Us old heads, we were around for Evolution. Like, we know like what Evolution did. Like, we were all looking forward to Evolution. And literally now the One Piece live action has convinced people that live action anime is a good idea. Have you guys forgotten about what Justin Chatwin did to Goku? Have you guys forgotten about the Death Note Netflix live action or the Cowboy Bebop live action? So I'm still not a fan of live action anime. Well, some people in the comments were like, yeah, but dude, the Bleach live action was pretty decent. The Bleach live action from 2018 done by Japan was very good. Admittedly, it was really good. But this live action, if it's going to be a live action, this new one is going to be from Hollywood. And Hollywood, in my opinion, does not have a good track record of creating live action anime. The best live actions that have come from anime are all from Japan. You've got the Rurouni Kenshin live action series, the series of movies. Those movies were phenomenal. Like they are my example of go-to live action done right. But nothing else quite hits on that level. Even the Bleach live action, yeah, it was great. They included stuff that wasn't even in the anime, like Rukia and Ichigo training in that park. I love that scene from the live action movie. But then there are moments where the costumes in that Bleach live action, they just didn't look right. Like I think they had Miyavi as Byakuya, and he just looked like a really bad cosplayer. So that was my issue with the Bleach live action. Other than that, the story was entertaining. I enjoyed it for what it was. But yeah, even Kubo, he said that I would never allow my work to be translated into a live action. He said this like years ago. He's like, Bleach was made for a manga. It's going to be told in that medium. It doesn't work in a live action setting. So if it is a live action, I think Kubo's being forced into doing it because One Piece did well. But again, there's a bit more evidence to suggest that it could be more than just that. So there's this third image that Kubo posted, and it's of the skyline here. Again, this orangey tint with the substitute Shinigami badge in the bottom corner. People are like, what the hell are you going on about? What is going on, Kubo? No hints, just 4 days. Initially, we thought maybe, yeah, this could be like a Bleach Rebirth of Souls announcement, or it could be something linked to the game. It could be a new exhibition. Now there's 3 days left, and he's posted this image of these stairs with the substitute Shinigami badge on there. Again, orange. Orange is the central theme here. Bleach animation page also doing something similar. Now they're posting different images. Some are similar, some are different. The Bleach animation page has posted this one here of the substitute Shinigami badge, which looks really clean. Again, with the hashtag Bleach anime. This announcement's for the 21st of March. People are thinking, oh, it's the Fullbring Arc DLC for Rebirth of Souls. I don't know. I don't think it's the Fullbring Arc. Just because it's the substitute Shinigami badge doesn't make me think it's the Fullbring Arc. Then this picture of this swing with the substitute Shinigami badge. And then people started, going crazy on this, thinking possible live action. It is live action, isn't it? Not a live action, please. Bring the hell arc. Yeah, this was giving live action vibes. Can't lie. Then this most latest image from the Bleach animation is different to the latest image from Kubo's page. Kubo's is the stairs. Now this is like this reddish background with a badge in the middle after 3 days. People are like, Bleach theme park confirmed. Or the redness could be like, yeah, a descent to hell. Jesus. Imagine if it's the hell arc. Imagine if Kubo wants to decide, I'm done with Core 4. I've given them the scripts. They know what they need to do. Anime staff are now working on Core 4. I'm bored. So when Rebirth of Souls launches, I'm announcing the manga's returning on the same day. That could be a possibility. Or it could just be a dream. It could just be a pipe dream. Orange is Ichigo's... oh god, I can't say that. Dude, that Mugetsu OST and windscreen is glorious. What about the soundtrack for Rebirth of Souls? What about the soundtrack? How hard are they going on that soundtrack? I saw Afro's video on the latest trailers, and he was vibing hard to the music from Rebirth of Souls. Can't say that I don't understand. The Rebirth of Souls music is absolutely wild. Yeah, if Kubo drops the Hell Arc on the same day Rebirth of Souls releases, it's gonna break the internet for sure. Who do I prefer, Senna or Burn the Witch as DLC? I don't know, dude. I think before we go on to like the side stuff, I think we need to at least get Fullbring DLC, 1000 Year Blood War DLC. Let's get that first confirmed, and then, you know what, let's then just get Senna confirmed as a character, because Senna's best girl, of course. And then Burn the Witch, if you want to do Burn the Witch. But Bleach Movie 1 first. Senna DLC. Damn. Sorry, I've not been reading the chat. I've just been waffling on about Kubo and the Bleach Animation Twitter page teasing us with this announcement for something that God knows what it could be. It could be a cafe. It could be an exhibition. It could be a coloring book. It could be something big, it could be something small, but it's most likely something in the middle, because usually everybody gets their hopes up and it ends up being a collaboration with Coco Fanta. And this could be Bleach X Fanta. And yeah, that's all the conspiracies out the window then there was no live action. I would have taken a live action over a Bleach X Fanta collaboration. Ukitake DLC. I hope Orihime is DLC. Yeah, Orihime DLC I don't think is going to happen, especially after those comments from the producer. He was like, yeah, I don't know how we could translate Orihime into the game. I'm guessing that they've seen how Orihime was implemented into Heat the Soul, and they didn't want to do it like that. Orihime does have more action in the 1000 Year Blood War arc, so it could be that the 1000 Year Blood War arc version of Orihime may be one of the DLC characters. I think we could keep our hopes up for that. I think that's realistic. And I think a lot of 1000 Year Blood War arc characters are going to be variants of the existing roster. I don't think they're going to include Sternritters, unfortunately. It doesn't make sense to include Sternritters. Platinum, yo, hey, just wanted to pop in and say thank you for all of the wonderful content. You're truly amazing. Hope you have a wonderful week, brother. I appreciate that, Platinum. Dude, I used to watch your stuff way back. I used to watch all of the videos you used to post, especially during the great Bleach drought of 2017. I used to watch a lot of Platinum, so feels good to see Platinum in the chat, and I really appreciate what you've done actually for the community. You've kept Bleach alive at its lowest point. So yeah, Platinum, hope you enjoy this week, and I hope that you enjoyed the launch of Rebirth of Souls. I know that you love the Bleach games. You be posting about the PS2, PSP games. So yeah, I really do hope that you have fun with Rebirth of Souls, dude. Yeah, Platinum is one of the OGs, literally. It was back then, it was Soul Madness, Platinum, Clyde, and James. Those were like the Mount Rushmore of Bleach for me. Like, before I came on the scene, I had like 50 subs, and I used to be watching James Hansen streams. Like, just give me like a little slither of Bleach news, dude. Is Bleach still alive? Is Kubo still thinking about Ichigo? Is he still thinking about Bleach? So yeah, one new Bankai is confirmed in Core 4. Is this so a new Bankai we've not seen before? Is this from Club Outside? Let me actually... Let me launch Club Outside. We can have a look. So yeah, this is Club Outside. This is what it's like to be a member of Kubo's official fan club. So on the desk side, has he said anything? So desk side is pretty much where Kubo just posts his tweets. So he doesn't use Twitter anymore after he was like kicked off of the platform, or he was told to leave because he was being harassed by some idiotic Ichiruki fans and some other moronic fans. So yeah, Kubo's been auditioning for something. So he's like, yeah, I had the final meeting for an audition. I'm going to be careful because it seems like Yellow Sand is coming. So he's auditioning for something. God knows, is he going to play a voice in Core 4 for one of the characters? So I would... Yeah, other than that, he posts like what snack he's going to have. So we always know what Kubo's had for lunch and dinner because he's always posting pictures, which is always fun to see. He posted about Monster Hunter 2 recently. Look at the guy's swag, man. Look at the guy's swag. Look at his socks, bro. Socks matching his vest. Bro, you guys ain't got style like Kubo. And Kubo's little dog. And yeah, Kubo's little lunch there. And then the Q&A. Imagine if Kubo does voice the Soul King. That would be an ironic twist. So yeah, there were some new questions that were answered, but I don't see anything about a new Bankai being revealed for Core 4. Let's just have a look. Yeah, nothing in chat to say where this Core 4 Bankai reveal information has come from. Oh yeah, the Bleach anime returns for Jump Festa 2019. Jump Festa 2018. Nah, dude, defo Jump Festa 2016. Need Kubo to make costumes for the game, please. Yeah, Kubo is an incredible designer. If you saw some of the stuff he did for Sakura Wars, that was impressive. Big up Imran. Big up. Unless you read the manga, what you saying? Nothing much, dude. J2 Sketchy, man. I appreciate you coming on that live stream with Globku and Afro. Like, dude, for a whole hour you were singing my praise in that chat. There was another guy in that chat who was just talking shit about me for an entire hour. He was going on about DBZ Imran, you suck, dude. Like, you're a hypocrite, dude. How dare you say this about Globku? Like, all right, man. Like, for a whole hour you went on waffling about random shit. So yeah, Kubo voices Kazui. You know, Kubo voiced Kon way back in 2005 for the Memories in the Rain OVA. So yeah, it would be interesting to see Kubo make his voice acting return. This is going to be 3 things that no one has ever seen in... There is going to be 3 things that no one has ever seen in Core 3. Aizen's Bankai. Can we get some attention for Aizen's Bankai? Imagine if he reveals that. But I doubt he can release his Bankai, especially if he's still got all of those seals placed on him. Like, even if he did his Bankai, he wouldn't be like... To be fair, if he was going to use his Bankai, he would have done it during the Arrancar arc. But I guess he must have a Bankai that's more impractical, and it's more of a hindrance, a bit like Soifon's Bankai, or one that is like Urahara's, where it has a specific use, and it's not always effective in every given situation. I think that's the case with Aizen's Bankai, personally. YouTube stuff gets deep. Yeah, that beef with the gaming community, with the Bleach community, was crazy. But it's just, I think everybody just had a misunderstanding. I think everybody's heart is in the right place. Everybody wants Bleach to succeed. We want Rebirth of Souls to do well. We just don't want bad actors to be a part of the community if they are going to influence people's perception of Bleach. If they're going to make people think that, oh, Bleach isn't well written, Ichigo isn't a good protagonist, Kubo doesn't know how to draw backgrounds, all of these like takes that took us years to dismantle, like all of these like misconceptions within the community, it's taken us quite a long time to get to a point where, yeah, Bleach is now really appreciated and people are seeing it for what it is. It's a great manga. It's written by an author who really cares about his story, somebody who didn't compromise even when his health was failing. Kubo continued to write Bleach up until a point where he really couldn't anymore. He kept his promise and he ended the manga the way he wanted to. But yeah, there was a lot of heat for Bleach, and I think, yeah, the ending of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc was rushed. I think Bleach gets a lot of heat because of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Like, it's the same with Attack on Titan. I'm not too happy with the Attack on Titan ending, but does that mean that Return to Shiganshina was bad? Does that mean that all of the prior arcs were bad? No, like, Attack on Titan had an epic run, one of the greatest runs in anime and manga. Just because the ending, like, turned Eren into a pigeon, like, doesn't mean that, it's bad. Like, it's still an excellent series. With Bleach, at least we are lucky enough to have the opportunity to have some of the wrongs be righted with the 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime. Like, Bleach is gonna have one of the greatest, like, finales with Core 4. We're gonna have content that none of us have ever seen before. There's gonna be like at least 35 to 40 chapters worth of material that nobody, whether if you've read the manga, whether if you're anime only, nobody's seen this stuff before. And Bleach is gonna just be on an upwards trajectory, I think, after that. People think, yeah, Core 4 is gonna be the end, but I think Kubo has a big plan with Burn the Witch, with the Hell arc. There's a reason why Burn the Witch and the Hell arc are occurring in the same timeline, 12 years after the events of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Don't take anything what Kubo says for granted. I think there's a reason. Why he does things. Usually the payoff is way, way down the line, but if you're patient, then it's very rewarding. The 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime did a lot of... That was, I think, the catalyst which gave people like the comfortability to say that, oh, yeah, well, Bleach was bad. But dude, have you forgotten about the peak moments of the Arrancar arc? Have you forgotten about the Fullbring arc, which is a complete subversion of what fans were tired of with Bleach? Like, Kubo gave fans what they wanted with the Fullbring arc, a more character-centric story, one focused on Ichigo, his struggles with powerlessness, something that kind of tells a story of a character who's, I think he was like in denial and somewhat depression because he didn't have access to his powers. He was in that vulnerable state during the Fullbring arc. I really enjoyed that exploration of that aspect of Ichigo's character. Not a lot of people really vibed with the Fullbring arc, but I thought it was really good. I think it's like my second favorite arc. My favorite aspect of Bleach is the invasion of the Arrancar, like at the very beginning of the Arrancar arc, where like you're telling the story within Karakura Town. The Espada and the Arrancar are like invading. I love that part of the Bleach story, especially because it's so reminiscent of the Saiyan arc, with how Ukiara and Yami break into Karakura Town, and it's like Vegeta and Nappa arriving on Earth. So yeah, comments are saying, yo Imran, have you heard of Agamotto? No, I haven't. Fullbring arc was great. I don't know others, just want fights. Yeah, people, it's the same thing with Dragon Ball fans. There's a lot of like, Unga Bunga, where's my power up? Like, why isn't Goku's hair color turned a different color? Like, Dragon Ball has amazing slice of life moments. I don't think Dragon Ball needs a power up, like, to be interesting. I don't think Dragon Ball's only appeal is what character stronger. Is Buhan stronger than Kid Buu? I feel like you're an anime tourist, like if you're thinking like that. I feel like you're a tourist of Dragon Ball. Even with Bleach, like I'm not that interested in the Bankais personally. I'm not that interested in the fights. I love the downtime. I love the lore. Like I want to know about like the world that Kubo has created. I want to know about, you know, I guess the details that Kubo hints at within the story. I want him to expand upon them. Like when he drops little tidbits, like where he revealed a bit of Unohana's backstory, where he gave us that manga panel of the OG Gote 13, like where he teases stuff like that. That's what really gets me. Like that's why I really get interested with Bleach. It's like the mystique, like it's like the attraction to like the unknown. Like Kubo does a great job of like dabbling with the unknown with us, like giving us little glimpse, but not too much. Like here, I'll show you this, but I'm not going to show you all of it. And I think that's what makes Bleach great. Not a lot of people like that, but I think it's just the way that some Japanese fans tell. I think that's just the way that Japanese authors tell stories. We've got a super chat from Grey Manga. Thank you so much, dude. Most of the people that are hating on Bleach that I know of don't like the anime, and as someone who's watched the anime 8 times, 2 times in sub and 6 times in dub, the anime needs a remake that streamlines it. I 100% agree with you. Like I was showing my other half, I was showing my wife the Bleach anime, and we were watching it in the dub, and now I know the Bleach manga very well. When I first watched the anime, I didn't really know any better, but now that I've seen the manga and I know what it's about, yeah, the anime definitely needs another version. Like the anime cuts a lot of the manga, especially in the Substitute Shinigami arc. There's like 70 chapters that they've condensed all the way down to like 20 episodes, and it's just not done well. Orihime is not characterized well. Kubo even went on record to say he was having stomach aches during that portion of the story, where he was watching the anime and he didn't like the way that his characters were being portrayed. So he eventually got involved with the anime during the Arrancar arc, but again, I think that it was too little too late, because at that point the filler stuff was already like really bad. Like you had the filler characters from the Bount arc appearing in canon material. I never was a fan of that stuff, like personally. Like I remember there were moments during the Arrancar arc when I was rewatching it, where I was just forwarding any scene with those stuffed animals. Like I couldn't deal with it. The anime does need a remake. I know not a lot of people are interested in a Bleach anime reboot, but I personally would love for a reboot. So this is going to sound diluted on my part, but we need Yutaka Nakamura as chief animator for Bleach, honestly. I'm not too familiar with animator names off the top of my head, but if you're saying it, then yeah, I guess we do need him, yeah. Give Bleach the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment. We 100% need the Brotherhood treatment. I think all the anime from the 90s need a Brotherhood treatment. Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, the Fist of the North Star, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Like One Piece is getting the treatment with Wit Studio, so I think it's a matter of time. Like nostalgia is a huge thing right now. Like people love nostalgia, and I think these anime companies know. I think that they are going to be banking on fans returning to these works with their children, like how Daima was made for GT fans, and they wanted GT fans to sit with their children and watch Daima. So I think they succeeded with it. Like they could do that with Bleach, like Bleach Kai, Naruto Kai. People who grew up with those series, watching it with their children, getting a new generation involved. It kind of happened when I was growing up with Dragon Ball Kai. Like this, when like I was like maybe 14 when Dragon Ball Kai came out. So like I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was like 7, so I was really young. I watched it on TV, but my younger brother he couldn't remember because he was younger than me. He was like maybe 4 or 5 when Z was on TV, but he got to experience Dragon Ball via Kai, and that got him into the series. Like he really fell in love with the series after Kai, and yeah, that got that generation into it. So I think yeah, these anime companies are clever. Like these are big franchises. They are gonna have to keep them alive by doing reboots and remakes. I think they just need to make a version of Dragon Ball, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, which is really well animated and it stands the test of time in that medium, animation medium. So like you create an anime now, and that anime is high quality and it's not going to be outdated, or it's not going to be boring for kids who are born maybe 20 years after it releases. Like if I told a kid now to watch Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball from 1986, they would literally get bored because their attention spans aren't wired to that level. Like how we could maybe sit and watch Goku running on the screen for maybe like 5 minutes talking to Bulma. I don't think kids could sit and watch that anymore. You'd have to like really up the pacing, up the animation quality, just make it really visually engaging for kids of today and kids of tomorrow if you want these anime to do well. But I'm concerned with Shonen Jump though, because right now, think about it. Like with Shonen Jump, what series is currently at that level of Bleach, at that level of Naruto, at that level of One Piece? There's nothing really. Like Shonen Jump is struggling right now. I think it's the same kind of position that Marvel was in the 90s, where it was after the comic book boom, where Marvel was struggling. They sold off all their IPs for dirt cheap to different movie studios. I don't think Shonen Jump's that bad, but they are trying to do what Marvel's doing by doing the live action series. So they've done One Piece, they've announced Naruto, they've announced Bleach. Bleach was actually rumored, but they have announced Naruto. I think that they want to turn all of their big IPs into live action works, which transcend beyond just like anime and manga fans. They want Bleach, One Piece, Naruto. They want their library of content to become household names. Like Dragon Ball already is a household name, but like, does your grandma know about Goku? Like, does she know about Super Saiyan? Like, they want everyone and their mum to be into Dragon Ball, to be into all these series. To do that live action is going to be the best way. Like a lot of people just have this stigma in the West with animation. They think all animation is for kids. Like, like they say, Finding Nemo is a kids movie. Like, yeah, it's a kids movie, but it's an excellent story with amazing themes. Like, but again, you can't expect everyone to look so in depth into media. The West just has that prejudice with anime. So to break through that prejudice, I think companies in Japan know that they are going to have to do that with live action works. That's why One Piece live action is a thing. That's why they are going to do the Naruto live action. They're going to do the Bleach live action. And God, yeah. Netflix did a live action Bleach Soul Society arc. No, they did the Substitute Shinigami arc, but that was a Japanese production studio who distributed it onto Netflix. Like, it was the Bleach live action in 2018 was created by a Japanese studio, and they just distributed it on Netflix. It wasn't made by Netflix. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard to see. Like, shonen is drying up. Like the days of where the golden age of Shonen Jump has long come and gone. Like in the 80s, you had Dragon Ball. You had the comedy first. I think like gag manga was a huge thing for Jump. And then gag manga translated over to like the macho, muscular man with Kenshiro, Fist of the North Star. Dragon Ball then, and then Dragon Ball gave birth to like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, where the protagonist wasn't like bulky and muscular, but they were battle manga that really did well. But then people got tired of battle manga, and then you had like a string of different series like Assassination Classroom, Sket Dance, Toriko, which was a twist on battle manga but with food. Then there was like the sports manga like Haikyuu, Kuroko no Basket. They really did do a lot, but now I think it's literally the well is drying up and they need something really original. Like something as great as Demon Slayer, something as great as Jujutsu Kaisen is relevant for the time that it's serialized. But when that manga ends, when that anime ends, like look at how many people are searching for these series on Google Trends at least. Like nobody cares anymore. Once the manga ends, once an anime ends, nobody gives a shit. Like it's just one of those situations. I think that's a situation that this dude doesn't even... Dude, I mentioned Saint Seiya and Yu Yu Hakusho. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they've obviously, like, that's really relevant now. Kagurabachi, like, in the present day, that's a great shonen battle series. But again, I don't know why it's not getting traction. Like, the manga, I love Kagurabachi. I'm not too sure why, like, the demand isn't there for it yet. I think they just need an anime adaptation. Then Kagurabachi is going to blow up and it's going to do numbers. Medaka Box is peak. I've not seen Medaka Box, but I know about it from the Jump collab games. I personally prefer animated series more than live action series. Something about live action, I couldn't bother watching it. Same, like I'm not into live action at all when it comes to anime. The only one I really enjoy is Rurouni Kenshin. Do I watch Solo Leveling? No, but I want to. I've heard that they copied the Chimera Ant arc, but they changed it up a little bit, so I'm interested to see that. I love the Chimera Ant arc. Yo, can we expect Solo Leveling on the channel? Now, this is the thing with when I create content for the channel. Like, I upload a Bleach video, yeah, it's gonna do numbers. I upload a Hunter x Hunter video, it's like, yeah, it could work, might not work. Dragon Ball, I don't think anyone cares if I make Dragon Ball content, even though that's my favorite series. I upload like One Piece, nobody definitely cares about that. If I upload Solo Leveling now that the anime is ending next week, like I think it's ended, I don't think anyone's going to tune in for Solo Leveling content. Like even if I put a lot of time into scripting it, editing it, and we upload that Solo Leveling video and it does like maybe 5,000 views, then boom, yeah, it's a bust. If people retain interest for Solo Leveling after the anime ends, then I'll 100% make Solo Leveling content. I'll catch up to the series. Wasn't that paranormal type of manga called Gigigi no Kitaro? Yeah, Gigigi no Kitaro. That was a massive influence to Kubo. Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, fantastic. The thing is, what happened with Shonen Jump is after the battle manga phase, there was the series that subverted battle manga, like Hunter x Hunter came out, and then you had just that string of that time where Jump was in its golden age. Yu-Gi-Oh, like Katekyo Hitman Reborn, like there was just so many great series at the time. Have you read the Succession Wall arc in Hunter x Hunter? Yes, I have. I've got an entire video breaking it down, Succession contest arc on the channel. Yeah, casting and production really impact people's level of immersion, and I bet it varies based on region of origin. Yeah. Big 3 is coming back soon. Imagine, like, the thing with the big 3, Naruto was supposed to have those 3 special episodes. What happened to them? Like, it was supposed to be the time where One Piece was airing, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War was airing, and Naruto was getting those 3 special episodes. But we've not had a peep. And I think it's because Pierrot is overwhelmed behind the scenes. I don't think they can handle all of the productions that they've got currently going on. So, yeah. What's your favorite Bankai? Mine's Tensei Zangetsu. I guess mine's Tensei Zangetsu too. Because both have influenced Kubo, plus DBZ and Akira support can make for the Bleach manga. I think, you know, Kubo, when you look at his early work, like Ultra Hearted Machine and like Bad Shield United and Rune Master Urara, you could see that he was heavily inspired by the anime of the time. Like, he made those one shots in the 90s, so it was during the time of like Akira, Ghost in the Shell. You can see that heavy inspiration within a lot of his early one shots, and even the art style. Like, he drew like in a very traditional anime style, which then evolved as he drew Zombie Powder, Bad Shield United, then Zombie Powder, and then Bleach. And then Kubo's art style, like during the course of Bleach, is just my favorite like evolution of an artist, like from the beginning to the end. I think Kubo did a fantastic job of transforming his artwork with Bleach. His Fullbring arc art is my favorite like point of where Kubo, I think, reached his peak, and then after that he's just kind of plateaued. But yeah, Fullbring arc is next level in terms of his artwork. Have I read Black Clover? No, I haven't. Again, should I tell you why I didn't get into Black Clover? It was because of Asata, where he was like, his voice actor was making that weird, like, that scream, like in the first episode. It was like grating my ears. So I was like, dude, I can't watch it if the protagonist is going to scream like this, like throughout the series. So I just dropped Black Clover after one episode. You know what needs a remake? Guns. 110%. Say it louder for the guys in the back. Gantz needs a remake. Gantz is like one of the few seinen series that I've read. I think it's honestly one of the best. Like, Gantz was phenomenal. When I read it like at age 18, it was like everything that I've read in manga but on steroids. Like, I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was like jaw dropped for 90% of the time reading that manga. And yeah, I do think that the ending for Gantz wasn't my favorite. I think the author could have done better, but Gantz needs an anime remake for sure. That's a story that more people need to read and get into. Would be nice for more Kubo content, like a Zombie Powder anime film. Imagine that. Like, imagine if they gave that treatment to Kubo. Like, One Piece, Oda got Wanted animated. Imagine if they went back and animated Kubo's backlog. Gantz is on my watch list. Tokyo Ghoul needs a remake. Soul Eater is fire. They should remaster Steins Gate as well. Steins Gate, I don't know. I like Steins Gate. I'm not too sure about Steins Gate Zero though. I watched the first episode of that and couldn't really get into it. The original Steins Gate is just my favorite. One Punch Man is destroying itself. The manga is destroying itself with the redraws. Yep. And what on earth is going on with season 3, dude? I cannot believe what they're doing with season 3 of One Punch Man. Apparently that trailer that they dropped, that really bad trailer of season 3, was pre-made, so they've currently got nothing like animated. And that trailer was made just for the trailer. Like, it's pre-animated stuff, and it's nothing that's going to go into the final anime. So it's crazy that that this has happened with One Punch Man. James introduced me to Black Torch, which is similar to Bleach. Yep. I've heard a lot about Black Torch. With it getting an anime, I'll just check the anime out, I guess. Berserk needs to release season 3. Bro, Berserk needs to go back and just redo everything from scratch, but without CGI, please. Have you seen the Gachia Kuta trailer? No, I haven't, no. Have you ever taken interest in doing a manga review for Berserk? I think I could do. My concern with manga review for Berserk is just, I think it's the content warning that I'd get. I think I would 100% get like get at least a yellow monetization for any Berserk content. Like, I'd want to dive into it in depth and not just like cover it surface level. I feel like a lot of people have covered Berserk too, and what I want to say about the series I think requires maybe like a different platform. Like, I wouldn't be able to cover Berserk on YouTube. Like, maybe if like I get a bigger following, I could do like a Patreon exclusive series where I talk about Berserk. But again, it just requires like interest from people. Like, if people are interested, they want to hear my thoughts, they enough to join a Patreon. Even for if it's as little as like $1, I can just post it on Patreon for everyone who cares. A lot of manga getting held back by their anime counterparts. Sakamoto Days and One Punch Man. Yeah, I heard with Sakamoto Days it wasn't that bad, but people's like, I think people's taste for anime has gone really high with Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. So I think they're not settling for less now. I think they're they really want their anime to be exceptional. Like the art and animation has to be on point. Otherwise, just an average anime that would have been good maybe 10 years ago is now deemed to be mediocre because just the bar has been set so high by so many other series. There never really was this issue like back in the day. Like there was Attack on Titan. Like I remember when that came out, I was jaw dropped. I like the quality of Attack on Titan. I rewatched season 1 more times than I would care to admit, just because like it was animated so well, it was voice acted incredibly, the music was to die for, and there's just some moments in Attack on Titan that live rent free in my head. Like that moment where the Colossal Titan reappears during Eren's training, and they break down one of the walls in episode 4, and he's like, yo, gonen buri dana, and I'm like, what the hell was that? The episode ends on that cliffhanger, for God's sake. That's in my head rent free. But again, that back then nobody expected other anime to be on that like Wit Studio level. Like anime weren't held to that pedestal, but now any anime that comes out, like people are looking at shit with magnifying glasses. Like I don't think there was that much of an interest. I think it's the Sakuga group who really are ruining anime. I think Sakamoto Days, yeah, probably would have done fine 10 years ago, but now everybody's got something to say. Everybody has an opinion about anime now. Everybody's a goddamn expert to the point where they're commenting on the animators' Twitter pages. Like you have a right to tell an animator like you didn't do a good job on this. Like you have a right to say that to somebody who slaved over a desk for like 18 hours a day for like the last 6 months making this like piece of animation. Have I seen the new gameplay from V-Jump? No, I haven't. No. To be fair, like I've done all of the trailers officially released from Bandai. But in terms of gameplay, I'm trying to avoid watching like full gameplay stuff unless it's explaining the mechanics, because I kind of just want to experience Rebirth of Souls from the get-go. I don't want to like go into it like knowing the lengths of fights and stuff. I don't really want to know too much other than what I've covered on the channel, because I think Rebirth of Souls is going to be something special. I want that game to last. I want that game to like be something that isn't just like relevant for the first month. Then you forget about it from May 2025 onwards. I want Rebirth of Souls to be like a mainstay on the channel. Like let's have regular live streams like every week or every month where like we all come together, have a tournament. Maybe there's a prize at the end of it, but I want Rebirth of Souls to keep the Bleach community alive. Like we finally got a game now, and you know the anime, like it's done in seasons. This is a perfect thing now for between Core 3 and 4. We can really smash out Rebirth of Souls. Core 4 comes out, Rebirth of Souls has more DLC, Core 4 ends, we're smashing out Rebirth of Souls again. Then it does really well. Rebirth of Souls 2 is announced, and then yeah, I mean, it could 100% go to that kind of stage where Bleach is like has as many games as Naruto. It has as many games as One Piece. It has as many games as Dragon Ball. It doesn't have to be like every year. Like it could be every 2 years, every 3 years. But I think Bleach, that drought of 13, 14 years without a console game really made it suffer. And I think that's why people took so well to Brave Souls. Like there was nothing else for fans to express their love for Bleach. So everybody like went on to Brave Souls and just went crazy on that. Brave Souls went on to generate, I think, billions, or was it millions? Like it did really well. And yeah, it was a part of the reason why the 1000-Year Blood War arc was animated. It was a success of Brave Souls. It was a constant support from fans. And I just really hope people turn up for Rebirth of Souls. I don't want it to be a situation where Rebirth of Souls is just like forgotten, or like people have an issue because Orihime is not in the game, or this character is not in the game. Like, dude, support this game. We might get those characters you're crying about as DLC. We might get them in the sequel, but none of that's going to happen if you don't support this game. What's my opinion of Tekking 101? I've got a lot of love for Tekking. Like, I watched his reviews when the manga was releasing. I just find like his whole content and his setup really cozy. Like, it's cool to just like put a video on and it seems like you're sat with a friend, like someone's talking to you about Bleach. So I think, yeah, it's a very parasocial thing, but yeah, I love Tekking's content, yeah. Brave Souls got the Bleach comeback. Do not underestimate Brave Souls, guys. Do you think a sequel of Rebirth of Souls should be like? What features would you like to be implemented? I think a variant system like Mortal Kombat X could benefit it. I'm not too sure on Mortal Kombat as a series I've not been into, but I think, I don't know, Rebirth of Souls 2, it's hard. I need to play the first one to like comment on what additions need to be made to a sequel. I've not played the first one even. I'll be putting a lot of hours into Rebirth of Souls, don't you worry. Guys, we're all going to have to minimum put in 50 hours into Rebirth of Souls. What do I think? Would you do a video on Claymore? Like, dude, I've got all of Claymore. I just need to like make content on it. Claymore is another series that I absolutely love. For the fact that it does women characters right. Like, it knows how to create a female protagonist, that series, and it knows how to like capitalize upon that entire premise. And yeah, I love Claymore. Like, what more is there to say? Like, I love stories that are different, like that make you think, that subvert your expectations, and I think Claymore definitely is one of those that's up there. Very underrated though. What about Soul Resonance? Soul Resonance, guys, those guys who are developing Soul Resonance have got to be some of the most persistent guys that I've ever seen. I think there was a period, obviously, the ByteDance got rid of them. But then they somehow found a connection with the like Studio Pierrot, and they're working alongside Pierrot now. They've got a full studio and they've got a full setup. They're developing that game very diligently. Claymore is Soul Resonance is going to be a really good game once it drops. It's going to be the best mobile game, I think, and I think it's going to hopefully send Brave Souls to greener pastures, and Soul Resonance is going to be like the peak mobile Bleach game. Rebirth of Souls is going to be the peak console Bleach game. So there'll be something for everyone. If you're not a fan of fighting games, you've got Soul Resonance. If you don't want to replace the Bleach story in an open world setting, then yeah, you've got Rebirth of Souls, which will provide you with hours of button bashing and fighting. Do you think Kubo will give us a fight between Ishin and Yhwach, and probably get to see Engetsu's final release? I think with how Kubo's doing it, I think he's keeping Engetsu a secret. Like, he's not revealing too much about Ishin's Zanpakuto abilities. But do I think Ishin will have somewhat of an encounter with Yhwach? I think it's very likely. Do I think Ryuken will have an encounter with Yhwach? It's even more likely I think that will happen. Why have they arrived in Varavalt so early? Like, to the point where they've come, I think, 20 chapters ahead of schedule. During some of the content that we see in the manga, you can guarantee that Ishin and Ryuken will be causing some havoc. I hope Ishin is there when Ichigo is fighting Yhwach. I hope he has a bit of a moment with Yhwach. I hope Ryuken gets a bit of a fight with Yhwach. Ishin and Ryuken both lost their wives to Yhwach. So it's a huge plot point that was unexplored in the manga. It's a huge area that I'm disappointed about. And it's something that I really think that the Bleach anime can rectify. Give those characters more screen time. Give us more of Ishin. I want more Ryuken. I want to see what on earth Ginjo and Tsukushima were training with Ganju. What on earth was that? Like, we got none of that. So yeah, there's a lot of potential for expansion. What core of the Blood War has been your favorite? I'm such a guy with recency bias when it comes to that. Like, when Core 1 came out, I was like, yo, this is like the best. When Core 2 came out, I was like, no, like, I didn't think they could top it, but Core 2 is amazing. And then Core 3 came out, I was fully mind blown. Core 3 is my favorite, hands down, because of all of the additions that they've made. Yeah, Core 3 is just unbelievable for me. Like, I don't know how they're gonna top Core 3, but I can guarantee I'll be here like in a year and a half telling you how amazing Core 4 was, and how Core 4 is my absolute amazing favorite part of the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. 1,000 Year Blood War content will be Season 2 DLC. That's the thing, they've said DLC, that 1,000 Year Blood War is gonna have 4 DLC characters for Rebirth of Souls. Could be anyone. I don't think it's gonna be Quincy characters. I think it's just gonna be 1,000 Year Blood War variants of the Shinigami. So it might be Urahara with his Bankai. It might be Yoruichi with her God of Thunder form. It might be Orihime with her 1000-year Blood War attire. Yeah, or it could be even Uryu character with his Stenriter moveset. Like, that would be really interesting. A Ryuken backstory would be sick. I guess, yeah. I mean, we already got that with Everything But the Rain. I don't know what else we could learn about Ryuken, I guess. For me, Ryuken is more about like the here and the now. I want to know what's going on with him here and the now. We only saw him momentarily in the Arrancar arc. Fullbring arc, he got into a bit of an argument with Uryu at the start, and then we never saw him again. 1000-year Blood War arc, yeah, he basically was absent in the arc about his people. So yeah, Ryuken needs to have the spotlight shined on him. So yeah, any news on Burn the Witch? Guys, what happened with Burn the Witch was that after Kubo made the end of those 4 chapters, season 1 wrapped up, the editors, without his permission, or like the guys over at Jump, they took his notes for season 2, they compiled it together into this preview image, and they said, season 2 of Burn the Witch coming soon. Kubo didn't even know that they did this, but obviously the guys over at Shueisha own everything. It's on them how they want to promote stuff. So Kubo said that, yeah, season 2, I'm doing stuff for it, but don't expect it soon. Like, it's not coming soon. So yeah, that's why we've waited, like, I think how many, I don't even know how it's been, like 4 to 5 years with nothing new on Burn the Witch. So yeah, don't expect anything for Burn the Witch, at least until Core 4 wraps up. But yeah, I'll be the first one to check it out. I loved Burn the Witch. I loved the one shot. I loved the 4 chapters that came out after it. But yeah, do you think Core 4 needs to add more Quincy opponents? I think no, because I think there's a lot of quality in Core 4. Like, I think Core 4 is about quality over quantity. Like Core 1, 2, and I guess even 3, there was a lot of quantity. Like, we had to get through a lot of dog fights, like fights that were squash matches against Stenritter, who really, like, come on, like, we care about them, like, we like them, but we're here for the fights with Lil Barrow. We're here for the fights with the other Shoot Starfall members. We're not here for like another Pepe Wakabrada fight. So no, I don't think we need more enemies. I just think we need to look at what's in the manga in those last 20 to 25 chapters that are left, and we need to just flesh the hell out of them. Like, just give them so much breathing room. Make Askin versus Urahara like a solid fight. Give more context to the Gerard versus the Gote 13 fight. Even though I think that's the one that's the most fleshed out in the manga, I think we could definitely do with some additional material to it though. And give us, for God's sake, give us Uryu versus Hashwald. Like, how was that off-screened? Like, that's the issues that I have. Like, how did we not know the fates of Urahara, Yoruichi, Grimjow at the end? Like, how do we not see Naliel rescue them? Like, how did Ichigo just abruptly wipe out Yuhobak, and then we cut to a 10-year epilogue? Like, all of these things, I've always had an issue with them. Like, I've always not liked the fact that Aizen had a couple of panels of fight with Yuhobak, and that was it. Like, dude, these are 2 of the biggest hype characters in the entire series, and you're only going to give us a couple of manga panels. I think that's why when Bleach was announced to be ending, Kubo knew a year in advance. So all of those guys who are like, yeah, Kubo was given only 5 weeks to wrap up Bleach. Like, dude, you do know that these manga artists work with like 5 chapters ahead of time, like, or 4 chapters ahead of time. Like, they have an intense schedule where they have chapters ready in advance. Like, do you think he's making like that chapter for that week? No, he's making like that chapter on that week for like 4 weeks in the future. So Kubo knew when the manga was ending 1 year before it ended, so in 2015, and he agreed with Jump that this is how it's going to end. Jump need to obviously give permission to Kubo to end it for it all to happen, because there's so much that goes into it. Like, the merchandisers have to know, all the people who sponsor Bleach and who are creating content or like merchandise for it, all of them need to know, so that they know that the IP that they are making stuff for, its main like thing, which is the manga, is ending. So a lot of people need to be made aware of, and Plus, that opens up an empty slot in Jump that they need to prepare to fill as well. So there's a lot to think about. And yeah, so they had a year to end Bleach. It wasn't 5 weeks, which some morons on the internet would lead you to believe. But yeah, in that time, Kubo had like limited time. Like he could only wrap up what he wanted to wrap up with the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. But then right at the end, we had those 2 chapters, and those 2 epilogue chapters, that is what Kubo had wanted to end the manga with from the very beginning. Like, it wasn't the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. It was those 2 final chapters where we see the Soul Society 10 years in the future. We see Karakura Town 10 years in the future. Like, that is how Kubo envisioned Bleach would end. So yeah, it's not that, oh, he suddenly was given this time and like he rushed everything through. No, like, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't want to criticize Kubo, but he spent too much time on those early fights. If he knew his health was declining, maybe he should have rushed through some of those earlier fights in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc and saved his energy for the end. Like, I think that would have made the most sense. Like, why do we need so many chapters for some of those fights early on? Like, we didn't need that many chapters. Those chapters could have gone to Uryu versus Hashwad 100%. But it's just the way that things are, and it's like, I'm just saying it because that's what we were thinking at the time. Like, from 2016 to 2020, that's all that was in our head. Like, we had nothing else to go off of. Like, Bleach was like irrelevant. Like, people were dogging on it. You could kind of understand why they were dogging on it, and you had your own criticisms for it. But now everything's different, and Bleach is returning. We've got the 1,000-Year Blood War arc rectifying everything. So yeah. We need an Aizen backstory. Yo, Club Outside, Kubo himself said, you guys are never getting an Aizen backstory. So it's just one of those things. He doesn't like it when authors, you know, make you sympathize with a character by revealing their backstory. Like, take some great stories, like where we don't know much about like the backstory of that villain. Like, we don't know much about Sauron from Lord of the Rings, but he's a compelling villain. Like, we know very little about Smeagol, but he is also a very compelling character. And yeah, even like with Gandalf, what do we know about Gandalf? But he's still an incredible character. What do we know about Aragorn, aside from like the information in the supplementary stuff from Lord of the Rings itself? We know a bit about the links that he has from the past, but we don't get an extensive look into his life as a ranger before like the main story of Lord of the Rings. So I don't think backstories are always needed. I don't think a character is bad because they don't have a backstory. I don't think a character is good because they have a backstory. Although, yeah, if Kubo's gonna say that, I'm gonna reveal Aizen's childhood, how we found out about Urahara, what made him disdain the Soul Society, I'd be down for that. Like, I would 100% want to know all of these details if Kubo's willing to share them with us. But yeah. So yeah, we are getting random gameplay for Rebirth of Souls on Twitter. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. Mike Hollow, who's posting a lot of this Rebirth of Souls content. I had people criticize the lack of deaths in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Stop saying that Bleach has returned. Bro, this guy, man. I think I understand why that dude was blocked off our Discord. Yapping for an hour. Just weird shit. Hey, Kubo did say that he's not a fan of those types of backstories. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's not a fan of backstories. If he's willing to like come back and if he's willing to share those stories with us, I'm sure we'd hear them. But yeah, you spitting mad facts. Not every character needs a backstory. Just look at that windscreen of Mugetsu. Yeah, dude, Rebirth of Souls is going to be insane. Like, how many of you have actually pre-ordered the game? Do you think Quincy's role in the Hell arc has to do with Hell? Well, we learned something very interesting about Quincy in a recent like question and answer. If you guys remember, Kubo was like, "Oh, well, when Quincy died, they don't actually go to Hell. They don't actually go to the Soul Society. I mean." Some people were like, "Oh crap, did Quincy go to Hell?" Well, no, but I think Quincy maybe go to a separate afterlife that's based more on the Abrahamic afterlife of heaven and hell, Like, if hell exists, Kubo's created hell. There is a realm similar to hell within, like, the Buddhist cycle of reincarnation, the samsara. But maybe there is a parallel realm to hell, where heaven is, where Ichigo's mother is, where Uryu's mother is gone. I always assumed that Ichigo's mother was, like, devoured by the Grand Fisher and her soul became a part of the Hollow. But it seems like, no, Ichigo's mother is somewhere up there in the cosmos and is yet to be revealed. So that'll be interesting if Kubo reveals more on that, which I don't think he is going to. Rebirth of Souls, I bought the game first chance I got. To be fair, it was a very easy decision for me too. I just got Rebirth of Souls instantly. Like, it wasn't even a doubt in my mind that I was getting this game. Like, I bought 2 copies. Whichever one comes first, the second copy, I'll give it away to someone. So, yeah. I just pre-ordered Rebirth of Souls right now. I'm so excited. Guys, for anyone who's pre-ordered Rebirth of Souls, I'm going to say it again. I've actually got a video releasing tonight or tomorrow where I break down everything that you need to know about Rebirth of Souls. So it's going to be all of the game mechanics. It's going to be the system mechanics. I'm going to talk about, like, the different perks of each of the characters. I'll talk about, like, how what the different meters and gauges are on screen. Some top tips about what to do in the game. So check that video out. It's going to be like a before you buy Rebirth of Souls, or everything that you need to know about Rebirth of Souls. That's dropping tonight or tomorrow at the latest. So yeah. Imran, did you see that Kubo answer a question about Mugetsu being an Engetsu Zangetsu exclusive only technique? Yeah, I did. I wanted to make a video on that new question that Kubo did. He literally answered it this week. So I probably will make a video on that. Who do you think will be in the DLC? Again, I'm more inclined to think that it's going to be like variants of Yoruichi, 1000 Year Blood War Yoruichi, 1000 Year Blood War Urahara, 1000 Year Blood War Orihime. Maybe, like, yeah. I don't think they'll add Quincy. Like, it doesn't make sense to add Stenrata if Ginjo and Tsukishima aren't in it. Kubo's ability not to give backstory with his villains. Still, you connect with Ginjo, Tsukishima. It was so good as villains. Like, look at how well, like, Ginjo and Tsukishima translated over during the Fullbring arc. We know nothing about those characters otherwise, but they're still compelling characters. Do I want to know about the first substitute Shinigami? Hell yeah. Like, do I want to know his interactions with Ukitake? Like, why he fell out with the Soul Society? 100%. Like, Can't For Your Own World revealed a bit of it. But aside from that, I'd love to see a fully fleshed out story from Kubo himself. Yeah, there's something sinister with the entire lore of Bleach. Like, think about it. Like, why did the Soul King decide that he was going to be mutilated? Like, he knew what was going to happen because he had that, like, advanced form of the Almighty with the 4 eyes. So he could maybe even see into the future. Not only change it, but he could see the consequences of the future, the past, and everything all at once. And he can maybe even alter reality itself from this current moment without looking into the future. But for some reason, like, the Soul King decided that it would be better for him to be mutilated and sealed. And I guess, yeah, there must be a reason for that. I think it's going to be revealed during the Hell arc, hopefully. I do hope that the Hell arc reveals some more information about some more information about the Soul King, sorry. Okay, we've got some complete stats for all of the characters here. Character infos. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to love seeing some of the tier lists for these characters. Like, who's, like, S rank in this game. Like, some people are saying Komamura is going to be one to watch out for in Rebirth of Souls. He's not someone you want to underestimate. I think when I found out that Dangai Ichigo was going to be, like, a form where you activate the final Getsuga Tensho and that's it, he's going to be able to wipe out the entire battlefield with that one shot. The third Kikon move will end the fight. I was like, damn, yeah, okay, I'll be Dangai Ichigo as my main. But I think that people are going to have workarounds to him, 100%. But this gameplay for Dangai Ichigo is absolutely insane. I don't know. I think he might be one of the last characters I try out because he just looks so intense. I do want to just give everyone on the roster a fair chance. So I'll play as everyone, then settle on like my 5 favorite characters. Dude, if you have a theory about anything, just drop it in the comments, dude. Or if you're wanting to join my Discord, like join my Discord and talk about theories. I'm always on the Discord anyway, and I'm always talking to people on there. So if you guys want to talk about theories and stuff, join Discord. I'll reply to it. I'll read it all 100%. Does this game sponsor you? No. I said it at the start of the stream. I've not been reached out by Bandai in the slightest. Like, I don't think they could care less about Bleach content creators. Nobody who covers Bleach on YouTube has been reached out by Bandai. I had to actually reach out to somebody, and I was like, yo, what's going on with Rebirth of Souls? Like, are Bleach content creators going to be in the know? Like, are we going to maybe get review copies, like, so that we can prep our content? Nothing, dude. I know maybe Sparking Zero gave out review copies, but Rebirth of Souls has had nothing of the like. Like, it would have been so helpful just to have a copy so that we could get through the story mode, so that we could like at least let all of you guys know about like what are the things to know about in Rebirth of Souls. But no, I'm gonna have to try and source a copy of the game through some alternate means. But this is for everyone who wants the Discord invite. That's just the Discord. So guys, I've pinned it. Just join the Discord if you guys want to talk about Rebirth of Souls, if you guys want to like share your theories, if you want to share your player tag and like fight with me live on stream, because I'm going to be streaming a hell of a lot of Rebirth of Souls. So do be sure to like tune in. I'm gonna be willing to accept a challenge from anybody. We need more of Urahara's backstory. I think he is somehow related to Rukia's sister Hisana. Guys, the thing with Urahara, the thing with Rukia is that Rukia is a special character for some reason. Kubo hasn't revealed why, but she's not just a pure Shinigami. There's something different about Rukia. Maybe it's the fact that she was a human who died and was reincarnated into the Soul Society. So she wasn't born in the Soul Society. She was like, she has that human Shinigami thing to her. That could be the reason why her name is written differently on her chapter cover. Maybe. Do you think we'll be getting movie characters or DLC? Dude, I don't want to like disappoint anyone, but this isn't Sparking Zero, where we're getting like anybody and everybody's mum and dad in the game. Like, we're not going to be getting Don Konunji. Like, unfortunately, Kon is not going to be playable. So no, I highly doubt we're going to get movie characters in this game. As much as I want Senna in the game, I don't think she's going to be in the game, especially if Ginjo, Tsukishima, and the Quincy are not in the game. So let's focus on those guys before we start thinking about Don Konunji. My download says 19 to download the game. I guess it depends on what country you're in, but yeah. The game usually downloads a couple of days before release so that it's ready on the system for launch. It's just locked until the day of release. So like 12 a.m. on the day, and then it'll unlock and you can play it. But yeah, I know a few places that do send out early copies or have been known to send games out a day or two before release. So I've ordered 2 copies, so hopefully one of them comes in time. But apparently I'm still doubtful to play the game early because there's like 2 update patches. Each are like 9 gig each for the game on the first day, which are going to be downloadable. So yeah, do I play the game or do I wait for the official release and then play the game? So $59 for standard edition. You guys can get the game cheaper on Amazon. You don't have to get the standard edition. You can just get it. You can get the standard edition of Amazon digitally. For some reason, is more expensive. What do you predict in terms of sales? I don't know much about like game sales, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not really clued up. I don't even know what kind of a realistic estimation to give. Just gonna check what Sparking Zero did for sales. So if you have a look, Sparking Zero has sold over 5 million copies worldwide, making it the fastest selling Dragon Ball console game to date. I think if Sparking Zero has done 5 million, I would be impressed if Bleach does maybe, I don't know, 1.5, 2 million. I think that would be good for Bleach. It's obviously not as big as Dragon Ball, but I think 1.5 million to 2 million for Bleach would be insane. I'm not sure if that's a realistic prediction. You guys will have to let me know. Some guy saying it's only going to sell 70k copies. Yeah. Retweet from that other guy who was saying that. I did enjoy your Discord, but nothing shows. I did enter your Discord. Oh, you got to join it and then accept the rules. Like the Discord has some rules that you guys have to follow, just to make sure it's all civil. I heard that Rebirth of Souls is top 10 PlayStation pre-orders, but not sure what that would be and how accurate that is. It could be. It could be. I'm gonna sell minimum 1 million copies, if not more. Demon Slayer sold like 3 million at some point. Bleach can go even further. Well, yeah, if Demon Slayer's done 3 mil, Bleach 2 mil is not a real silly prediction, to be honest. I think 2 mil to 1.5 mil would be pretty cool for Bleach. Yeah, one thing's for sure, Bleach is gonna sell at least 1 million. It has to sell 1 million. It'd be crazy if it doesn't at least do that much. Okay, I joined Discord. My Discord name's okay. Yeah, guys, just join the Discord and like follow the rules, and yeah, start posting on there. We'll have a good old chat. We'll talk about some stuff. I think yes, a lot of people are joining. So yeah, come over onto the Discord. Go into the Rebirth of Souls PvP channel. So come over to the PvP channel here, and you can send your player tag, and we'll get you guys ready for Rebirth of Souls. We'll maybe make a list of people who want to fight, and I'll just jot down all of your player tags, and we'll beat the crap out of you online, and we'll stream it for everybody on the channel. But yeah, I'm not gonna be shy, bro. I'm not gonna be shy to like take out Konpaku. Konpaku will be taken out. Game legit looks awesome. Yeah, I think the hype for Rebirth of Souls is really picked up now. It's always the case, like, yeah, we were getting trailers which kept fans like happy like week on week, but now that it's launch week, I think a lot of people who haven't already bought the game are feeling FOMO. So yeah, I think now's the time to pre-order. Now's the time to get on the Rebirth of Souls bandwagon. So yeah, toast to those 10 players on Xbox. Yeah, I'm not getting it on Xbox. Even if they're players on Xbox, I won't be getting a copy on that console. My like max is like Steam and PlayStation, to be honest. Who leaked the gameplay? I don't know. Like, I'm not looking at leaked gameplay at all. If you guys want to check out leaked gameplay, be my guest. A lot of my stuff is just like official stuff. Make sure you also check the pin. Yeah, check the PvP channel. I'm doing good, Mr. Hyena. Yo. Okay, guys, I gotta be done in like 10 minutes. I'm actually impressed. We've consistently had like 180, 190 viewers. Like, how have you guys found this live stream? I've never like considered doing like random live streams like this, but if you guys enjoyed this live stream and you want to see me do more live streams, just send a message on the chat. Like, chat, did you guys have fun on this live stream? Do you want more? Like, let me know. Like, I really do need to know some feedback about this. If you guys want me to do more live streams, I'll be happy to do them, but I've literally just got 10 minutes and I've got to head out. I'm getting it for PS5 initially, but then if there's demand for PC, I'll get it on PC, 100%. But yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed this live stream. Like, we've had consistently like just under 200 people watching this. I'm usually not that good just talking live without a script. But if you guys have enjoyed this, then I'll continue doing them. Nice to listen to while studying. Do some Bankai. Yes, do more. Yes, cool. Yeah, guys, I'm getting the call from Kubo right now. Like, Kubo wants to meet and discuss Hell Arc stuff with me. Kubo wants my player tag for Rebirth of Souls. He wants me just to double check if everything's good for the launch day. PlayStation 5 says the 19th to download. What that means. You could download it on the 19th, right? But then the game's not going to be active until the 21st. So you'll have it on your dashboard, but there'll be a timer to say, oh, game unlocks on the 21st. Will you do Bleach content creator, Bleach Rebirth of Souls competition stream? Yeah, I'll 100% do some like Rebirth of Souls streams. Like on stream, we'll like do like a tournament or something. I'll get a whiteboard out. We'll write all the names like Dragon Ball Z style, like at the bottom, like with a block pyramid. Whoever gets to the top, like gets, I don't know, like they'll get a reward or something. Like I could send them out a Getsuga merch or whatever, free Getsuga merch. It was a fun live, yeah, dude. The thing is, I'm fasting right now, so my throat that I've been talking for I think an hour and a half, my throat is fully like gone. So I'm like choking on air right now. So once the fast breaks, I can have some water, but until then, like it's a Sahara Desert for me, dude. Play it on very hard or nightmare difficulty in story mode. I could as like a side video. I could do nightmare difficulty as like after I've defeated the story mode in like normal mode. I'm notoriously, I'm not a good gamer. Like I'm an average gamer at best. So like with me saying I'm gonna fight Afro Senju, I'm gonna fight Globku. Like I might not be able to get to that level where I'm as good as them. Like especially Globku, he's insane at games. So really appreciate you making good quality content on Bleach, brother. It's shadowed by other big shows. Yeah, dude, Bleach just does not get the love that it deserves. Bro, asked Kubo to open a clothing brand. Yo, I've asked Kubo and he was like, yo, you're gonna have to open it for me. So I opened Getsuga. So go and check out Getsuga, dude. If you want Bleach clothing brands, then check out the Getsuga clothing brand. We've got the Instinct collection. This is inspired by Hollow Ichigo. We've got the heart, which is obviously Ukiura Shifa. We've got a shirt for it. We've got a hoodie. We've got Hollow Ichigo Instinct shirt, which the collection is named after. We've got the Frosted Heavens, which is a Hitsugaya shirt, dude. And then Ukiura shirt, and then the hoodie variants, and then the hoodie for the Hitsugaya hoodie too there. And then a lot of these, obviously, you've got me and my brother modeling these. Blade of Fate is Ichigo. On the Precipice is obviously Aizen. He's the flower on the precipice. The Undead is Kenpachi Zaraki, obviously named after those chapters, the Undead Shinigami. And then yeah, on the Precipice, Aizen, Undead Kenpachi, Blade of Fate, Ichigo. So I wanted to do anime merch, right? But I didn't want to do tacky stuff where you've got like full like Goku printed on your chest, like a big face, like big head. I wanted to create like subtle anime merch where if you're a fan of the series, you're going to know what it represents. Like you're gonna know that this is Ukiura with the Espada number 4, with the heart, with Ukiura's outline. You're gonna know this is Instinct with Hollow Ichigo with a shattering effect. You're gonna know the Frosted Heavens is Hitsugaya. So Getsuga, like as a brand, it was made for Bleach fans by a hardcore Bleach fan. Like it's just my way of like showing all of you that there is a way to like wear your favorite stories. Like Bleach is our favorite story. We can represent that with this merch that's been designed by my channel artist. So like the largest size, actually there's loads of sizes, like small, medium, large, extra large. There's 2XL and 3XL, and if you want like size and fitting details, it's there. And yeah, I mean, if you want to order from Getsuga, I do have like a promo code which you guys could use. I'll share the promo code with you here. So if you guys are going to order from Getsuga, you could use this promo code and it'll save you 10% on the order. Let me just, one sec. Yeah. So it's here. So the code is, yeah, Getsuga 10. So like if I add this hoodie on and I go to the cart and I enter in the checkout, and if I enter the promo code here, right? So paste Getsuga 10, that's automatic like 10% discount. So yeah, that's for everyone watching the stream. If you guys want a 10% discount, if you guys want to wear like some really cool Bleach merch designed by my channel artist, by Bleach fans, for Bleach fans, then yeah, check out Getsuga, dude. All I'm gonna say is somehow in the Quincy's perspectives are dying. Is that some way, shape, or form there's some sort of Garden of Eden? I think there is a Garden of Eden. Love to see Bleach getting the love and recognition it so rightfully deserves. I'll definitely put. Yo, dude, I appreciate anyone who like tunes into the channel. Like, there are moments where the channel dips, like the views aren't always like really good, but there are times where people turn up, and there are times where like Getsuga's like helped me on a month where the views have been really bad. But yeah, honestly, like all of your support, whether if it's through Patreon, sticking through this stream, or watching the video content that I post, like all of it goes a long way. Like, I appreciate it genuinely. Let me just... Yeah, I've got like 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to bounce. They trash Bleach because their anime fighting games is doo-doo. Well, yeah, I mean, Sparking Zero didn't last, unfortunately. Guys, there's been like over 2,000 people who tuned into this live. I'll leave the VOD up for anyone who's missed it, so you guys can like check this out or rewatch it if you missed the early parts of the VOD. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. We've honestly had the most viewers concurrently that I've ever had doing a stream, which, you know, I did like streams earlier and it was like 20 people watching, and I was like, what's the point? Like, there's only 20 people. But the fact that we've had like 150 to 200 concurrently, it's been reassuring, man. Like, it's made me at least like want to consider doing more. Do you ship to Iceland? To be fair, it's worldwide shipping. Like, so we'll ship to any country as long as you post it in there. It'll tell you if it's available to ship. Yeah, the hoodie designs, we're gonna do more hoodies, but we are gonna release them in collections. I just don't want to like do loads and then just bombard people with too much choice. There's a few choices here, and then we'll do a few more on like some of the other characters, like Urahara inspired design, etc. I don't just want to take manga panels. Like, some guys have taken manga panels and whacked them onto shirts and sold them as merch. Like, I don't agree with that. I agree with some, like, at least some artistic liberty, that you gotta be creative with it. My channel artist, I think, has done a phenomenal job with these designs. Like, I wear this merch all the time. Like, I wear Getsuga. Literally, it's the only stuff I wear. Like, aside from Uniqlo shirts, Getsuga stuff is the only stuff that I wear. So yeah, Bleach inspired DMC, or yeah, it 100% did. There's a lot of parallels with DMC and Bleach. But I do disagree with you about use of CGI. Yeah, dude, we're not gonna agree in everything. I just personally think that it was a step down from Dragon Ball Super Broly, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna have to like head out, guys. I think this was a really good first stream. If you guys enjoyed it, you want to see more, then just let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this live stream, we're going to definitely be making some Rebirth of Souls content. We're going to be doing some competitive live streams. Join the Discord. It's pinned on this chat here. Join the Discord. Leave your gamer tag in the Rebirth of Souls channel, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with Rebirth of Souls, guys. We're gonna make sure that this game outlives its launch month. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And yeah, I've got a meeting with Kubo. I'm gonna have to head out. Take care, guys.